What's up, guys and gals? I think it's time for us to head on back to the Arctic. I think there's like one or two streets in here that I need to take care of. But aside from that, I think that this area, we did a little bit of retrofitting in the previous episode to make sure that we mashed it all together as best as we could. I am not super confident about my building skills. There's obviously 100% an efficient way to do this. I just don't know what it is. I think if I remember correctly, it's one to a side and then one centered on the top and one centered on the bottom, if I remember 100% correctly. But I don't remember perfectly, so obviously there's going to be a little bit of fallibility here. It's been a long time since I played the last game, which obviously I enjoyed but didn't play a ton like I played it. But, you know, let's upgrade some stuff, make more money. There it is. Move some peoples in. Do some things. I think we should be alright on this side, although it's saying that I have input goods missing, which is it wants me to build more fruit factories. I think we could probably squeeze one or two more in around here somewhere. And so let me do that before we leave very, very quickly. This is an easy game to get distracted with. Very easy game to get distracted with because you got so many things that you're working on, and yet issues keep coming up, and then you're like, oh, well, I'll just fix that real fast. Oh, I'll just fix that real fast. I'll probably... Oh, it can only hold 4? Well, then here. Move this on this side, but welcome on back. I knew I was going to get sidetracked. I enjoy, like, moving things around, like, making them symmetrical and stuff. And so, obviously, this game gets me into all kinds of trouble. Like, if I take that one right there and maybe move it over to there. That adjacency does look a little bit better. I could probably fit something right there, too, whether it's like an information hub or whatever. That'll give us a little bit more fruit to play around with, which I think is going to be pretty important as time goes along. I think our sector balance on everything else is more or less positive. I went through and I checked most of the stuff that we need right now just to maintain. And I think we should be alright. We're making a little bit of cash. We got some upgrades that we can run around with. So let's do those before we bail out and do other things. But mostly the amount of money that I was spending, the big deficit and how all my money was vanishing is largely related to the fact that modules appear to have a very, very expensive cost to operate if you just increase efficiency. I like the efficiency, though. It makes it so that I think in the long run you got to operate less buildings with less employees, so it should be okay. We're looking good right there. 1,500 sounds nice. Let's get back to the Arctic. Hopefully we don't get ourselves into too much trouble here. They're probably all dead and unhappy, and we just left them out here in the freezing cold, and that was that. I do need to run some of these missions over here so I can get some more biopolymers or whatever. Have they really? You've got a glowy thing on your shirt. I don't know if you noticed. Okay, and so now that we're in over here, I can drop another mod. I want that mod to be over there so very, very badly. That means I have to move things around even further. For right now, this thing is stupid expensive. That's probably where most of my money went. Let's focus on figuring out where we can put some of these other employees. We're a little bit low on workers. Other things that we have around, logistical center is kind of expensive, but it gave us, oh, we actually have a logistical deficit over here.
Expansion of workforce.
Okay.
The custodians are constantly breathing down our
So we've got this on this side.
Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
They want vitamin drinks, which means that I probably have to set up a trade route. Would be my guess, because I don't think we can produce those here. Ooh, a little something right there, a little something, something. I don't suppose that this provides warmth, does it? Can I upgrade this at all? We don't have the workers to get it done. So, with the fishing harbors and whatnot, we might be able to drop a couple of homes down in here.
I'm relying on you, you know.
Get a couple more people in and up on this side so that workers are filled in. I don't know if maybe this is running inefficiently just because it doesn't have enough workers. It's possible that that might be cut by like 10 or so just because we don't have enough people around.
My job.
These should be filling in. Canned food around. We got to make a cannery. That's the other thing that we don't have yet. And so if the cannery is maybe... Oh, no, the canneries are on the coast here, right? So there's a fishing harbor. That's a fishing harbor. This one right here is a fishing harbor. Did I just not make a cannery? I must have not made a cannery. Energy missing and workforce missing. Wow, we got electrical problems, don't we? Okay. Well, let's get geothermal real fast. I don't think we're going to have much of a choice here.
Your facilities are consuming more energy than you are providing.
I'm aware.
Reduces their productivity.
I am aware. And then on this side, what I'd like to have is let's maybe go with a cannery possibly. Can the cannery go anywhere? So what's up with this cannery right now? It's like power starved. Okay, that's cool. We will take a road and we'll run this off this way.
See? It's working now.
Probably inefficient to do it that way, but we also need to get this up and running as far as, so that's going to be plus 300 every single time that I do it. That'll keep us in business a little bit longer as far as maintaining things goes. We could also probably squeeze in a few more homes back up in here while we wait. I will say this. It might be worth it to leave space for a road right there so that I can make use of the rest of this delicious warmth. That one right there will probably be frozen and more than likely won't work. I could probably keep that going a ways down the road too. I think I could fix most of our workforce problems pretty quickly just by adding a few more people to the work pile. Alright, so we're still lacking workers. Need more canned food. So I think the most efficient way to get the canned food might be to buy it from this guy for just a little bit. He's got canned food right here. And in fact, I'll probably go ahead and grab a pretty big chunk of that just to increase my, yeah. So people are moving in now that I got the canned food. We should be able to pay, this is like a one-time expenditure in exchange for like long-term people moving in. And so if I can make that happen right there, just temporarily, they should all be satisfied for a bit. I'd like to put in some kind of thing over here that produces, I don't know, anything, in all honesty. I think the cannery should have people coming in. There we go. Our workflow problems are finally, there's metal foam inside of our building right now. Someone has obviously failed miserably at properly. They want neuro thingamadoobies in here. Is that the same width as a house? Oh, it is. That's cool. It's 20,000 credits? Holy balls. That's expensive. What's the upkeep? It's got to be huge, right? Like, the upkeep has got to be goddamn enormous for that thing. Workforce growing slightly, though. We still need to... That's got 25. Our transit is still bad, but these are so expensive.
Ready for implementation.
Like, they bite into your bottom line pretty excessively. So, anyways, that'll get our logistics back up and running, so at least that's not quite so terrible. We're still a tiny bit low on workers. So, as much as I would love to cram somebody in right there, I think we're going to have to go all in and build some kind of factory or something. We've got a community center. Fulfills the need for provision. Place it close to residences to supply them. Does it fit in there? It's the same size as a house. Okay. Oh, my lord. Oh, good. And it doesn't produce heat either. So that's fun. That's good. Alright, so let's go in, and I think we're going to have to make some kind of factory in here somewhere. It's going to be kind of expensive, but I don't think I'm going to have much of an option. So we'll go in on another cannery right there. It's probably inefficient from a lack of input goods, and it's lacking a workforce, but it's going to have to get worse before it gets better, considering this actually really, really constricts your ability to build. Like, sincerely, it makes it a little bit rough.
Oh, hi. So what brings you here today?
These people all want community centers, but those are like OMG expensive. Heat source insufficient out here. It's weird how they don't care about the thing until they actually, like, have it and then don't have it right afterwards. What do you want?
You're here. I have a job for you.
I don't feel like towing any ships right now. Don't feel like towing any ships. I'm really having trouble figuring out a way to, like, efficiently produce heat. Like, because when you produce heat, you got to put a bunch of modules in to actually make it bigger than this little tiny circle. And it's like, holy bejeebus. That area is going to be blocked, so I don't think we can make use of that. Got a tiny bit of unused space up in here. That one's probably going to need warmth, though. Yeah. Alright, so you're in right there. You're in. If that doesn't count, I'm going to, like, lose my shit. That better count, I was going to say. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't. Like, drive to Ubisoft and stand outside like, Rah! If it's more than 50% inside the heat circle, it should count. That's just that's the opinion of one man. It's the opinion of one man. We are bleeding money with a quickness right now. And so are we lacking inputs here? Like, we got 514 from there. Goods input is too low. Means I'm gonna have to go in on that. Oh, there it is. We're now positive on fish. So that's nice. I like fish. Another geothermal down here would not be the worst. Although a molybdenum mine is probably going to be useful later on. So drop that guy in. Hook that up to a road. Workforce is low. But I think we might be able to make some of this work. Especially if I go in like so. And I don't know, maybe we drag like that possibly. I still can't get that last one unless I bulldoze this road right here.
Resources insufficient.
Yeah, I'm aware. Bleeding cash out like a bastard right now. This place is expensive to operate in. Like, oh my god. The upkeep on some of these buildings is insane. Like minus 1,000 every single time you build a community center, and they like have to have it, otherwise they lose their minds. Like, holy shit. And I feel like I'm just like subsidizing these people's existences off these people right here. So why don't we just dump this base and stick with this one? What are these gonna cost? So let's say in the temperate, we take the orange juice. Spaceport expand. Okay, it's too low. And right now I'm bleeding out money fiddling with this. So let's fix this real fast on this side, considering I seem to have an easier time balancing my deficit over here than anywhere else.
What can I say?
Might be more efficient just go with the little guys over here. I'm gonna have to get a road attached to some of these though. Maybe keep these up and going like so.
Fulfill demand for specific consumer products.
What do we need? Rejuvenators and neuro implants. That's cool. I can probably make that happen pretty shortly. Let's go ahead and get you guys hooked up to the grid so I can make some money here. So they want rejuvenators. We're already going through like a lot of our stuff though, so for right now...
Now, let's talk about the next few steps.
Oh. Yeah, I'm fine with the... That's cool. I know what's going on with my deficit. Believe me, I am not that concerned about it. It sort of sucks. But I can get it under control. I just got to convert over a bunch of operators. And so there it goes. It should fall off pretty quickly, actually, as people move in and get their shit done. We need rejuvies. And so I think as you fulfill their needs, they get happier and they pay more money, too. So let's work on the rejuvenators next to get this area all nice and up and running. Where was my... That's right. I got the pharmaceuticals down here. What's my output? 26. So for rejuvenators, we would need... quite a few to get this up and running, and this place actually looks quite large. It's going to require a little bit of space, I think. Methinks. Could probably run a road over to here. And as long as our logistics stay good, should be okay.
Very good. We should standardize the process.
There we go.
Stage is
So
yours.
you can see,
But once our research is done, we'll be the ones in the spotlight.
once their needs start to go back up, you're usually in a bit better shape. They pay more money, so this is probably the best way to get ourselves paid. Jack that up to maybe like 4,000, 5,000 before we go back out into the Arctic zone, which I'm actually struggling with a little bit. It's okay, though. I'll figure it out. Just consider me the ultimate noob for right now. Highly satisfied. The neuro implants, I don't know where we bring those in from. What's our sector balance? Minus 13. Probably want to use some of that surplus. To go in on making us a little bit better at our job. Because every time I increase the amount of neuro stims I have, we make more and more and more money. So I think we can offset the cost for right now just because everybody wants it so badly. Optimal outputs at 48. Unfortunately, we're going to be missing a module here. So instead, I'll probably just lower. There we go. I'll probably just lower its supply needs just to keep everybody happy. That got our costs up pretty quickly. The next thing that I would focus on is possibly we might have too much urban sprawl going on right now. But neuro implants are up next. And so for neuro implants, have we even unlocked those? The neuro implants are going to be created in the Arctic zone, aren't they? Yeah, they're going to be created in the Arctic zone. Okay. All right. Not totally unmanageable. Got ourselves back up into the black, though, which makes me happy. That only took a second, so that's cool. This side, Achaea Flows is just like, This place, it's breaking me slowly.
I could help you get some.
Really? Plus 50 logistics here? Ooh. I like logistics. So this thing looks like it affects... Where did I put my community center at? Right here. That is probably... It only gives you 5 community. Okay.
It's cold out there, isn't it? Come in.
We need vitamin drinks and neuro implants.
Workforce. Recommend it.
I think you have to do the trade post thing, although it hasn't expressly said it. Who sets up trade posts?
Warning. Unfulfilled demand.
And this, I needed to upgrade this, I think, in order to do a trade post. Can I upgrade it right now? What is that going to cost me? 10 petrochemicals?
The orbital watch presents a greater threat than we thought. Drake must have secret supporters. It's essential the Union shows a strong presence on the moon. In times like these, it's important that people move closer together, especially with terrorism at our very doorstep. And to make this possible, we need you to send a fleet of colony shuttles up there. Time to conduct some space technology research.
There we go. See, I knew they would unlock it eventually. So now I make the little neuro thingies, which I assume require molybdenum, which I have, courtesy of this down here. Let's go ahead and mash the factory in right here.
Our control and communication systems in space will be operated with these interfaces.
Does it only... Oh, I don't have the petrochemicals. Let's go find a quest real fast, see if I can get some more.
Ah, perfect timing.
Nope, don't need you.
Look, I'd go myself, but all the noise and
Not really interested in... I mean, I probably should go farm out some petrochemicals or something. But for right now... Actually, we're making money hand over fist because the exact same thing that happened in our other map just happened here where we supplied for their needs.
It's a beautiful
And so
day.
now they appeared... Why did they need neuro implants to live in the snow? Shouldn't they need, like, thermal implants or something? Over here, we've got input goods are too low. And so we need more fishies. Let's go ahead and make this work a little bit better, shall we? Oh. Ah, we need more petrochemicals. Damn it. With the petrochemicals all day long. With the petrochemicals. What else do I have going on in here? Got a community center. Ah, yes. We got to do the vitamin drinks transfer route. Although that's going to get expensive as shit because I don't know if I have enough of those. Either way, we got that. So we need temperate zone vitamin drinks. And then Arctic zone, we need neural implants. And so that should be... Oh, source sector. So we'll go vitamin drinks. Target sector. We've got a surplus of drinks, so yeah, just send those over.
Being exposed to those freezing temperatures all day, your Arctic stuff will sure appreciate the extra vitamins.
Faux surely.
Processing information.
Now that we're finally in the black, we're looking pretty
Cool
good right
out there,
now.
isn't it?
And now we got to attract the 250 scientists or whatever it was. He wants 100, which means that we get 50 logistics, which we actually really need. Our logistics are boned right now. They're a little bit messed up. I also need more community centers, so let's find a way to make more people happier, shall we? Wow, that does not cover a lot of ground, does it? That thing is kind of weak. Interesting. You got to build a lot of those then. And what is the maintenance? Oh god, it's 1,000. That's so expensive. So you kind of, I guess, want bang for your buck out of this one. I might be able to get everybody from right there. If. Well, we'll put it right there and I'll move it around as the situation dictates. But with the community, you should make a little bit of the money back each time that you do it, so as you fulfill these needs, they pay you more money, which is always good. I think maybe upgrading a small portion of my community here.
New achievement gained.
Their houses look like they're made out of tarp. It's like, welcome to our tarpaulin city. Everyone must go before the wizard. And I'm like, what? The tarpaulin wizard? Nobody wants to hang out? Oh, fine, then screw you guys. You don't want to hang out with the tarpaulin wizard, that's fine, but you don't have to look at us like that, okay? It's not that serious. And that should get our money up a little bit higher, too. I don't want to go, like, all in on upgrading some of this stuff just yet.
Completed the blueprints for the rocket launch pad plans and done a few tests. As far as we're concerned, you can start construction.
The blueprints
Yay!
do look promising, but I spoke with John Rafferty, and there are some practical issues.
What you've made of this plane?
It's a good thing I don't listen to John Rafferty, isn't it? John Rafferty, he's like that guy who's always upset about shit, and you're just like, John Rafferty, why are you so upset right now? Oh, look, even though it's inside the little ring. You guys are so picky, you know that? You guys are so picky. Like, I'm cold. I'm hungry. Be a better overseer. And I'm like, I can't do that for you. I'm just not good at this. I was never meant to lead human beings. So it appears as though I just didn't fill out all of my needs quickly enough, and kind of that put me right along the edge of being profitable. Now we're a lot more profitable, so we should be able to get quite a bit more stuff done. I'll probably try and infuse a little bit of community into this area, maybe. Might be wiser to put it right there.
Anything about
Like, let's say that I move you with a speech, or maybe like a, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, a string, whatever. I can also maybe get like another subdivision in and down here, possibly. Maybe. And since we've had so many workflow problems,
you?
community doesn't get to you. So I probably need to, how close are you guys to the edge of the heat circle here? Move, I just need to see. Show me the heat circles! There we go. If I could scooch, I could put a road in right here that might help that distribute a little bit better so that it doesn't have to go around the horn. I don't know if it'll work. Might be a terrible plan. But there's a possibility that it might work. And so I guess I've got to try. Yeah, it did. So yeah, it looks like you want to use cross streets and stuff too when you're trying to distribute this around. Like, it would probably help out if I put in... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I hit the space bar. I have like a weird keyboard that's like hair sensitive. Like, you barely touch anything and it counts as a keystroke. It can get a little gnarly sometimes. Yeah, and you see right there, distributed community down like 4 more houses by doing that. Oh yeah, he's got to be careful about the way that you do it, I guess. With further housing concerns here, are we not producing metal foam anymore? Or does it just go really, really slowly? That's at 228%, but goods input is still a little bit low. Which means I'm going to take this little guy over here. Ah, no, I'm not. We're going to take a logistics center. Never mind. Logistics center. It'd be nice if the logistics centers, like, put out, I don't know. Could probably use one right here. Where's my last one? That's a community center. Have I even built one of these yet? I don't know if I have. Probably have somewhere. That seems like a good spot for it. So that'll give us a little bit more logistical claim in the area. These folks over here need community. But we don't really have room. I mean, I suppose it's not immediately prudent that I put some of this shit over here. Like, what if I take you... We swap you a bit. And instead of moving that, we take this. We still need more of the petrofuels. Anybody got a job over here for petrofuels?
Your bailiwick, not ours. One problem.
Okay.
Test your skills on this one.
Nope, not good enough.
Unusually long.
Let's go ahead and attach that thing to right there.
Pause. Recommended.
You have played for 2 hours. It tries to tell you to quit. That's funny. Alright, I'm going to track this down.
Fast and efficient. That's the way to do business. I was told I'd find you here. I have an assignment I'd like you to consider.
Oh, the quest for the entire thing. Okay. So what does this little dude want? Let me see if I can find this quest real fast. We've got petrochemicals. Use the drone to destroy the orbital watch bombardier. So I take you. Oh, there it is right there.
Underway.
Okay. So I'll take that over there. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Anno 2205. We seem to have gotten some of our issues sorted out, which is good. I only had like one episode of kind of downtime, 2 episodes of downtime where we were figuring out why we weren't earning no monies. I will see you all later. Obviously, this is a learning experience for me, so hopefully you can do it a lot better in your playthrough when you decide to play. Hi to everybody. Anno 2205. Check it out down below. I got a link for you.